Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Good morning. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcast in Apple Valley, California.
We've been hauling hay today.
Yes, that's why I got the hat on.
Yep, but it's
Cover up that sun.
It's been good. Good.
We're helping
good
out
day.
a lady in our ward, in our church.
Yep.
She doesn't have a truck.
Yep.
She's got horses.
So we haul hay. We're hay haulers today, but we're also talking science and technology. So
That's what we pump out, science and technology.
that's what we do. Yeah.
All right, SPHEREx, NASA's SPHEREx is scanning the entire sky in 102 infrared colors, beaming weekly data to a public archive so scientists and citizen stargazers alike can trace water, organics, and the universe's first moments while NASA's open science philosophy turbocharges discovery. It's amazing. I like it. Anybody can go in there and use AI and figure out, what's going on. NASA's newest space telescope, SPHEREx, launched in March with an exciting mission to create a complete map of the universe. Now, in low orbit, it's scanning the sky in vivid infrared detail and releasing its data weekly to a public archive so anyone, from professional astronomers to curious skywatchers, can explore the cosmos. Would you like to know more?
Pretty cool. Quote, because we're looking at everything in the whole sky, almost every area of astronomy can be addressed by SPHEREx data, said Rachel Atkinson, the lead for the SPHEREx Science Data Center at IPAC. IPAC is a science and data center for astrophysics and planetary science at Caltech in Pasadena, California.
Caltech, remember that. So you can go to Caltech's website.
Bunch of brainiacs there, just so smart to give you a
headache. The West Coast version of MIT.
Oh, I've heard people say don't compare Caltech to MIT.
Okay, sorry.
No comparison.
I didn't know.
Levels above MIT.
The People's Republic of Caltech. Okay. SPHEREx follows in the footsteps of earlier missions like NASA's WISE, which stands for Wide Field Infrared Survey Explorer, which also mapped the sky. But SPHEREx takes things much further, capturing the universe in 102 different infrared wavelengths, kind of like what the Predator sees, far more than WISE's 4, unlocking a much richer view of space.
Predator drone? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the Predator, the dude that hunts other species. Comes to our Earth and hunts us.
Okay.
That Predator.
Gotcha. Okay. Using a technique called spectroscopy, SPHEREx combines all those wavelengths to identify specific molecules in space. Scientists will use this data to track frozen water and organic compounds, the essential ingredients for life across our galaxy.
SPHEREx will also help researchers study how the universe expanded after the Big Bang and measure how much light has been emitted by galaxies across cosmic history. By making its data freely available, the mission opens the door to discoveries far beyond the original scope of the project. It's just so much data, Quote, by making the data public, we enable the whole astronomy community to use SPHEREx data to work on all these other areas of science, Atkinson said.
Space. The last frontier.
The final frontier.
Is that what it is? The final frontier?
Where no one has gone before.
Yeah. NASA is committed to the sharing of scientific data, promoting transparency and efficiency in scientific research. In line with this commitment, data from SPHEREx appears in the public archive within 60 days after the telescope collects each observation. The short delay allows the SPHEREx team to process the raw data to remove or flag artifacts, accounts for detector effects, and align the images to the correct astronomical coordinates. Sounds pretty technical.
Yeah. The team publishes the procedures they use to process the data all alongside the actual data products. Quote, we want enough information in those files that people can do their own research, Atkinson said.
Cool.
During its 2-year prime mission, SPHEREx, 2-year prime, I wonder what it's going to do after that. SPHEREx will survey the entire sky twice a year, creating 4 all-sky maps. After the mission reaches the 1-year mark, the team plans to release a map of the whole sky at all 102 wavelengths.
Be interesting. In addition to the science enabled by SPHEREx itself, the telescope unlocks an even greater range of astronomical studies when paired with other missions. Data from SPHEREx can be used to identify interesting targets for further study by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. Refine exoplanet parameters collected from NASA's TESS, which is Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, and study the properties of dark matter and dark energy, along with ESA's, that's European Space Agency, which we've talked about before, Euclid mission, and NASA's upcoming Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope. Interesting.
That is. The IPAC archive that hosts SPHEREx data, URSA, NASA IPAC Infrared Science Archive, that's URSA, also hosts pointed observations and all sky maps at a variety of wavelengths from previous missions. The large amount of data available through URSA gives users a comprehensive view of the astronomical objects they want to study.
Quote, SPHEREx is part of the entire legacy of NASA space surveys, said URSA science lead Vandana Desai. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Quote, people are going to use the data in all kinds of ways that we can't imagine.
Right.
Okay. NASA's Office of Chief Science Data Officer leads the open science efforts for the agency. Public sharing of scientific data, tools, research, and software maximizes the impact of NASA's science missions.
I just can't wait to these sleuths put AI to it and train AI how to look for certain stuff, you know? Just crazy. All this stuff that we're going to get from this. This is awesome. SPHEREx, the spectral photometer for the history of the universe, epoch of reionization ICES Explorer, that's a mouthful, that's why they call it SPHEREx, is a NASA astrophysics mission designed to map the entire sky in 102 infrared wavelengths, managed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab for the agency's astrophysics division. SPHEREx aims to investigate cosmic origins from the early universe to the building blocks of life.
The mission is a global collaboration with its science team spread across 10 institutions in the U.S., 2 in South Korea, and 1 in Taiwan. Caltech, which manages JPO for NASA, oversaw the integration of the instrument, while the spacecraft and telescope were built by the BAE Systems in Boulder, Colorado. The mission's principal investigator is based at Caltech with a joint appointment at JPL.
SPHEREx data is processed and archived by IPAC at Caltech. And so you could probably go to Caltech's website or NASA's website. It'll probably direct you over there. And will be made publicly available through the NASA IPAC Infrared Science Archive. I'll say that again, NASA IPAC Infrared Science Archive, enabling researchers worldwide to explore the infrared universe. I think it's awesome. Let's get all these people working, doing their own thing, discover.
And then let everybody have access to it.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
I just think
that's discover
amazing.
A lot. More eyes looking on the subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah, great story.
Go Caltech, go JPL, go NASA, go
People's Republic of California.
Yeah, it's too bad that they're all here, but it's okay. It's all good. So,
all right, folks, we'll see you.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.